Quotes inspiring that guide us through life. Gautam Buddha. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, nor to worry about the future, but to live the present moment wisely and earnestly. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. In the end, these things matter most. How well did you love? How fully did you live? How deeply did you let go? However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them? Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. You only lose what you cling to. Three things cannot hide for long: the moon, the sun and the truth. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. Doubt everything. Find your own light. Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. There is no path to happiness, happiness is the path. Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it, or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again. But if he is peaceful, loving and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. You will not be punished for your anger, you will be punished by your anger. Pain is certain, suffering is optional. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. Pondering, that becomes the inclination of his awareness. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. Do not look for a sanctuary in anyone except yourself. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Meditate. Live purely. Be quiet. Do your work with mastery. Like the moon, come out from behind the clouds. Shine. Nothing can harm you as much as your own thoughts unguarded. Conquer the angry one by not getting angry, conquer the wicked by goodness, conquer the stingy by generosity, and the liar by speaking the truth. The past is already gone, the future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live, and that is the present moment. Nothing ever exists entirely alone, everything is in relation to everything else. Purity or impurity depends on oneself. No one can purify another. The tongue, like a sharp knife, kills without drawing blood. As rain falls equally on the just and the unjust, do not burden your heart with judgments but rain your kindness equally on all. Nothing is forever except change. As you walk and eat and travel, be where you are. Otherwise you will miss most of your life. There is no fire like passion, there is no shark like hatred, there is no snare like folly, there is no torrent like greed. With our thoughts we make the world. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule. Set your heart on doing good. Do it over and over again, and you will be filled with joy. A generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. True love is born from understanding. If we fail to look after others when they need help, who will look after us? In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds and then believe them to be true. Long is the night to him who is awake, long is a mile to him who is tired, long is life to the foolish who do not know the true law. Attachment leads to suffering. Just wealth, faithfulness the best relationship. If you find no one to support you on the spiritual path, walk alone. There is no companionship with the immature. He is able who thinks he is able. People with opinions just go around bothering one another. Remembering a wrong is like carrying a burden on the mind. There are no chains like hate. Dwelling on your brother's faults multiplies your own. You are far from the end of your journey. Life is a river always flowing. Do not hold on to things. Work hard. Be a lamp unto yourself. Work out your liberation with diligence. In the end, only three things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. To insist on a spiritual practice that served you in the past is to carry the raft on your back after you have crossed the river. There has to be evil so the good can prove its purity above it. He who experiences the unity of life sees his own self in all beings, and all beings in his own self, and looks on everything with an impartial eye. There isn't enough darkness in all the world to snuff out the light of one little candle. Be vigilant, guard your mind against negative thoughts. Silence the angry man with love. Silence the ill-natured man with kindness. Silence the miser with generosity. Silence the liar with truth. Most problems, if you give them enough time and space, will eventually wear themselves out. Be where you are, otherwise you will miss your life. More than those who hate you, more than all your enemies, an undisciplined mind does greater harm. Anger will never disappear so long as thoughts of resentment are cherished in the mind. Every human being is the author of his own health or disease. It is better to travel, than to arrive. Be greatly aware of the present. How wonderful! How wonderful! All things are perfect, exactly as they are. There is nothing so disobedient as an undisciplined mind, and there is nothing so obedient as a disciplined mind.